Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. So I'm doing Sade. I am Sade, and today I'll be bringing y'all along the journey of me traveling from Costa Rica to all the way to Nigeria. So it's over 7,000 miles by plane of a distance. So we closed the distance, and as you can see, these are some pictures and some videos of us talking. At this point, I was actually spending my last month with my Tico family, and in Costa Rica. So the Native family, my friends, basically that encouraged me to stay with them before I left. So I got to spend a whole month with them before embarking on my journey to meet my then fiance. Look how handsome he is. Um, yeah, so we spent so much time day in and day out getting to just know each other's personalities and interests and goals, etc. And as you can see here, this was when my dad gave Samto the stamp of approval, and I screenshotted it and I sent it over to Samto like, oh my gosh, my dad just said this. That happened I think that in that very moment. Yeah, it happened in that very moment that my dad sent over that message, and that just meant so much to me because this was after they had virtually met, and my dad grilled him, and he passed all of it with flying colors. So this is his reaction once he found out the news. He saw the message I sent him. He was so happy, and we both were.
Ozzy! Ozzy! Ozzy!
Hola, tía.
Hi, Ozzy! Hi, Ozzy! Ozzy! Ozzy!
¿Dónde, tía?
Ozzy! Hi, baby!
¿Dónde,
Give me that.
tía?
Let me see that. Hi, Ozzy! 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 There you go.
M.
Oh.
So as you can see in that last clip, that's my family, friends that have become family, and Meyer, she actually made these by hand for me and
Made
Santo.
these souvenirs for myself and for my soon-to-be husband. And so this is mine. Excuse my nose. This is my favorite animal here in Costa Rica, which is
I fell in love with
a
cows there.
cow. So, and as you can see, mine
She
is
did a really good job.
great.
So this was like her going away present gift to
And
us.
then my man's, his is the toucan, and partially there's it's carved out like
Watching
a
her
letter.
make these was just so
That shape
endearing. Like
is
she put so much detail and love and effort into
it's
these.
really nice. And
And they're keychains.
these are gonna be like part of our keychains. So they're souvenirs, which I think is just, first of all, she worked hard on these, and it's just so beautiful and one of a kind.
And so I got to take, something away from Costa Rica that was very near and dear to me, and we still have them to this day. And here I was in some airport of some sort. I think Atlanta. I think I was in Atlanta.
You are at Terminal B.
Look at the people behind. Oh my gosh. Just reliving all of this. Like, wow. Like I'm meeting my fiance for the first time, on my way to meeting my fiance for the first time. Can you imagine? After so many seconds, minutes, hours, weeks, months, etc. on my way to meet him. And after so much documentation and paperwork and visa this and flights and cancellations, it was such a journey, but one that I was happy to be on because with the end, the end goal in mind. The Atlanta airport had so much construction. I think this was the Atlanta airport in the U.S. because I had to stop in the U.S. to go get my visa stuff taken care of because I didn't have like a Nigeria embassy in Costa Rica. So, yep, I'm on my way. This brings back so many memories, y'all. If you're in a long distance relationship, like, I just want to remind you that it, it's worth it. It was worth it for me, I'll say. It's worth it. So, yeah, I was just capturing everything. Oh, another plane. So, another plane. Now, I can't remember where this was to. This was probably, I don't know, Florida, like on my way to Florida, or I can't remember. But I know, like, during this time, I was doing, like, a lot of the visa stuff. So, over a body of water. Wow. Every time I'm in the plane and I get to see the clouds like this, it just reminds me of how small we are and how grand Jehovah is. And it puts everything into perspective for me from this view. This view. Okay. Now, I wasn't actually in Hollywood. I think I was somewhere in Florida. And this is my last night there after getting some stuff done there. Now I'm on another flight. I'm on another flight. And mind you, like well, he's now my husband, but my fiance then, he was the one that gathered all the details, all the addresses, all the logistics. He was the one that planned all of it, and he was there. It felt like he was like right there with me throughout the whole journey, even though he wasn't there physically, mentally, emotionally. He was there on this journey with me, guiding me through everything, through all the frustrating moments as I navigated various airports, and I felt so thankful to have such a hands-on man, and one who can just gets it right better than me. So that felt very refreshing. But yeah, so here on another flight, and then I finally got. This is like the visa things that I needed. So yeah, finally got that, and now I'm off again. Oh, and this is me just, you know, just sharing about my husband, my then fiance, but you know, now I get to see my parents, and I had gained so much weight. That's my mom, and then that's my dad. I had gained so much weight during this time. And while I'm visiting my family, he's at our new house getting everything together, the painting. So that's the voice you hear is Santos.
No, no.
Beautiful
It's
house.
something that must happen, so it will happen.
And he bought these plants for me as a gift and surprised me with them.
Something that must happen, so it will
It
happen.
was filled with surprises. And my man, so we were on a FaceTime call and he was painting, and then that's him showing me like how high the ceilings are. He's tall. Me back home with my parents, spending like a month with them, close to a month, I think, and just my life is getting ready to change all over again. Family and friends. Of course, this is me leaving out officially. Dion came to see me, like she drove hours to come to see me that night the night before my flight. So, but I had gained so much weight. Look at me. But I was so happy. I was so happy and so excited that there wasn't a nervous bone in my system at all. And everyone is always so like freaked out by that. Like, like, no, I know this man. I know this man. We're meeting for the first time, but I know this man. He's so genuine, so loving, so honest, you know? So It's me on video just showing them, like the headphones, the blanket on the plane. This was such a nice flight. One of the best airlines in the world, the best airline in the world. And my husband booked it for me and paid it for me. That was the thing I had told him. I was like, when we first started like talking, he invited me to Nigeria to come visit and experience it. And I was like, the only way, I'd come is if you pay for my ticket because, I don't just fly for anybody. Like I fly for family and friends, but at that point, it wasn't anything like that. So that was the first promise. It's like, okay, no problem. I'll pay for your ticket. And so he did with the best airlines, and it was truly amazing. Like, and mind you, I had spent years traveling consecutively full time prior to all of this. So I've experienced many airlines, and this was by far the best one. And it was just extra special because my fiance booked it and spent top dollar for it, and I felt so comfortable. And yeah, I actually stopped over in Asia and during this flight, which was a country or a continent that I had planned to travel before, and like I said, extra special because of something. So yeah, this was bringing back so many memories, y'all. Like my heart was so full, and yeah, I was on FaceTime with him, and he was actually messaging my family and giving them the updates. Okay, she's here. It's her flight. She's boarding her flight. I'll let y'all know when she touches down, and everything. He was just so hands-on, so hands-on. He's always hands-on, but that was so refreshing. Like, okay, he has me. I'm covered. I'm safe, So, yeah, preparing for takeoff. And I actually sat in a row of women, so it was just me, a woman on the side of me, and a woman on the other side of me, and they were super nice. So I felt very grateful for that. And this is a bit of how the plane looked. Very comfortable, spacious enough, it's very nice. I think this is Qatar Airlines, by the way. So, yeah, just showing them everything. And I definitely wasn't afraid to fly because, flying is, at that point, it's what I do. I'm not afraid of planes. But for a long time in my life, I was. When it was years and years and years ago, many years. But nope, that's not a fear of mine at all. So, when you're on a plane, you're texting your I love yous and stuff. And then I got to Doha. And this was such a nice airport. Like, and just seeing the people in their customs, and it was so nice and luxurious. And I'm like, ooh, my man did a good job. He did a good job. Something tells me I'll be back at this airport for sure. For sure. Because I actually want to stop and spend time in this country. Like some real time. I definitely want to do that. And then, yeah, of course, my husband and I had met. So I had gained a lot of weight and he had lost a lot of weight because preparing for everything for me, he's easy one that would like, forget to eat and everything. And then, we were married. We got married. So not long after that. And thanks for watching. Subscribe.